Hello. I wasn't I wasn't meant to do this message, okay? I've been in recovery mode. But okay, let's talk about it. I feel like there's a changing, right? And I feel like it's a planetary change. I I feel like hearts are opening, okay? And I'm just gonna say it. I feel like the masculine is opening their hearts, right? I feel masculines all around, right? Within us, but also outside of us, are opening their hearts, okay? This means to stop pushing so much, okay? I'm not sure if they are having like, well, I guess they did, had major, what do you call it? Dark nights of the soul, something like this, right? Tower moments, stuff like this, in where they acknowledge that the efforts they were making were not working, perhaps. Okay. I feel I feel like they're crossing a bridge. Okay. They're crossing a bridge between putting so much effort into manifesting their perfect life. Okay. Because that had been an effort, right? Of manifesting things, of using that magician energy in order to manifest things, in order to force things, in order to make things appear, in order to, But I feel like that left them empty, left them, yeah, mostly empty and not feeling anything. And so I feel like what happened was a change within that is now kind of allowing the feminine to rise, right? It's kind of letting things to be as they were, right? So if you were experiencing silent moments or like decrease of masculine energy, maybe you are feeling more tired, maybe you need to rest, right? Maybe you need to ground yourself, maybe you feel like you don't feel like making so much things happening, something like this, okay? I feel it's because of it, because there is this yeah, there is this returning to the heart. It's my past messages, right? This returning to the heart confirmation that is allowing something to come up, right? Instead of pushing, instead of making things happening, right? Because the efforts are not being fulfilled, and yet, right? And this is where the spiral or the infinity symbol starts to happen, right? Because at the same time that it is in the heart, is also in the upper chakras, right? Like I mentioned before, it is when we let go of the manifestation that the manifestation can come in, right? Or like it's when we let go of the objective of it and return to the now and focus on the action, but like it's more on the unfoldment of the action, right? that things really can surface. So I really feel like there's that there's that like there's that masculine energy trying to figure it out, like what now, right? And instead of using the force, instead of like pushing things, instead of like creating, right? It's also allowing this co-creation to evolve. It's also like seeing what the elements, right, that were already there and using them, right? It's like a flower opening itself, right? And seeing, does it have enough sun? Does it have enough water? Does it have, right? I also feel, but this could be like a specific, um, a really specific message for where I live, right? That there is a lot of water at this time. And I feel like that water is really healing. So maybe these masculines are feeling for the first time, right? Are really feeling things for the first time because they were not used to it. They were used to create, right? To go forward and command. But I feel like it's the first time that they are opening in themselves to this intuitive feminine energy, right? To their own feelings, to their own, don't know why I want to say planet Earth, right? And so there might be pauses here, okay? There might be silence here, but I think that overall this will create a growth, an even more intentional growth than before, right? And I think that was my message. I love you so much, beautiful souls. Hope you are well and safe and loved. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Just give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. If you want to become a member, please do. Okay. What else? Check out my bio for my services. Thank you so much for your presence. And I'll see you soon. Bye.